Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 52 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on first down. To Gordon, out left. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rivers to throw it. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. This Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. On is the Chargers punter now. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Hines. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Get ready. At their own 11-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Anthony Walker, the other Colts linebacker with over 100 tackles a year ago, making the play there.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's what I do.
Rivers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 32 on the play.
First down.
Ready. 390.
Here we go.
Wait, 85.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Delta!
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now Gordon on first down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
180.
6-man. Check curls.
On first down, Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set. 190.
50. Hey, watch the screen.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. This is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Virgil Green, his first touchdown as a Los Angeles Charger, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down, it's Hines. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down to Marlon Mack. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. This one complete to Devin Funchess. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Let's go. It's a gain of 10.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. That's right, baby, they don't want it.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go, here we go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
He don't know no better.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go, baby.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First down, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Throwing on second and long. Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
At the Chargers' 32-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Hines. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Throwing, Brissett, and he connects with Ebron. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have taken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Chargers take over
Let's go,
first and 10
let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Then
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A first down throw here for Rivers. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin the drive with Hines. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run on first down. Mack. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They run with Hines. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
57. Mike, 57.
Out of the gun, Brissett. He's going to air one out. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On first down, it's Gordon. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's going to let this go in. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Here's Gordon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
180.
On second and inches, Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Rivers now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Rivers. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. Throwing Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To the air again here, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Throwing again on second down. Rivers under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. To throw, Rivers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Rivers on fourth down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 9-yard line.
From the 9, here's second and 9. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward